You're tuned into StyleBlazer TV, and we're here with Coco and Breezy in Brooklyn, New York, the dope eyewear designers, and they have accessories as well. We're going to jump right into this interview. How did you guys get started in the game?
It was actually crazy. We did one of those. We were two girls, 19 years old, from Minnesota. We had a dream, we had a passion, we had faith, and we had a new product that was new to the market. And so what we did was we came to New York just to visit, and our visit turned into a love for New York, and we were super excited. So we went back home to Minnesota, we quit our jobs, we sold our cars, we scraped up the little bit of money that we could, and with our new product, we brought it to New York.
No, and you left out the good part. We're like, Mom and Dad, we're moving to New York in 2 weeks. So at first when we told them we're moving to New York, they're like, oh, okay, a couple months. That's good. We're like, no, we're leaving in like 2 weeks. So we took everything and left, and they said, go for it, because you never know until you try.
And so it's been, ever since then, we made that first move to New York. It's been amazing. This is what we were doing full time.
Right.
And so I can say the first month was definitely a struggle, but the grind definitely taught us, and we felt that if we didn't go through that grind, we wouldn't be who we are right now.
Did you always know that you were going to do something, find work in fashion and design?
We always knew that we had the passion for fashion, and growing up in Minnesota, where it's a state where fashion is not really loved at all, and not really popular, we were very discouraged with people coming in our ear, no one really liking the stuff that we were into, and so we were almost alone and put into our own little box, which actually gained us to creating eyewear, because people used to stare at us, they used to laugh at us, and that's why we created eyewear, to block ourselves away from the others that used to stare at us, and we didn't want them to get inside of our eyes.
I love that.
And so now with our designs, we create a piece where we live in our own world, and we it's like with our glasses, you live in Planet C&B, which is our world, which kind of represents where it's okay to be different, it's okay to dress how you want to dress, and then when you take them off, you see a blank space, which kind of represents the people on Earth where they don't understand the future of fashion.
So back in Minnesota, what did you guys do? Where were you working before this?
Back in Minnesota, I think one thing too I can say is that we are very hard workers, and in Minnesota we graduated high school when we were 17, November of our senior year. So as soon as we finished high school, well, first we had our first job when we were 15 years old, and we worked that same job for 3 years. And then as soon as we graduated high school when we were 17 years old, we got 2 more jobs. So we were both working 3 jobs each.
We're working at a Chinese food spot and 2 retail jobs at the mall. And so I can say that we've learned a lot, actually, having our own business, learning customer service.
Right.
And so I definitely don't look back on that for granted. I definitely appreciate us working so hard.
Yeah, and working in retail too is you learning about fashion, clothes. Right. And it was so funny because the retail stores that we did work at, the whole style of it, we had to dress how the store was, but we would funk it out like this, and we would always get in trouble every day, you guys aren't supposed to wear that. But we didn't care. Yeah, we used to always be not, even the Chinese food spot, we'd have our regular Chinese t-shirt, pants, the Chinese uniform hat, and our crazy lipstick, our piercings and earrings. You have to wear lipstick or earrings in a food place, but we still did anyways, because we were so into fashion.
So what are some of your style influences? So how do you guys kind of create? What is it that you look at? What do you watch? What do you do to kind of get influence in terms of art and fashion?
As far as designer-wise, we get more inspired by their stories and how they started.
Right.
But when we're in the creating process, we block ourselves away from magazines, from pop culture, from anything that's really visible of other people's designs, because the way that the human mind works is that if you look at something, you'll accidentally create that, because your mind, if you see something, you'll accidentally get inspired by it.
Yeah.
Which is nothing wrong with that, but with us, we make sure that we have in the box, we have all type of ways that we can go out, so we're not just stuck in one certain box.
And also, we get a lot of inspiration through music. We're so crazy. If you listen to our music mix, it'll start off with some hardcore rapper, and then you'll hear some Beethoven. We love classical composers. And then after Beethoven, you'll hear some dubstep music, and then you hear house, and you hear we're R&B fans. So I think our mind listens to all those different genres of music in one time, one setting. We get so much inspiration. Even today when it was raining outside, Bree's Coco, let's close our eyes, listen to the rain, and get inspiration. So we did. And that's how we fell asleep. But I was thinking a lot. I was thinking a lot of dope ideas while I was listening to the rain,
the rain is actually inspiring our next collection for 2012, so you guys will see that. because we were on the plane, and we create all of our storylines on the plane. We feel like we're on a spaceship. And so we were on the plane, and it was pouring, raining, the turbulence was crazy. And I grabbed my sketchbook, I started just writing a storyline and sketching like crazy. Like little like environmental stuff, like real life situations is what inspires us for our designs.
So was your family supportive of what you wanted to pursue? Because sometimes that's hard. You want to go in one direction, and then, you know, your family has different visions and dreams for you. Are they supportive of it?
I have to say, our mom and dad has been supporting our style ever since we were little.
And us being designers. They have always been like, you girls just do whatever you need to do. We never got in trouble when we were younger.
Never
got in trouble.
We were always the ones that set goals, and every single goal that we set, we would always just go for it.
All the check marks, we finished all our goals. And so that's why they always trust our judgment.
They always knew, and ever since we were younger, we always said that, like when I was in 3rd grade, I said I wanted to be an entrepreneur. Like I always knew I was going to be an entrepreneur. And so anything that we want in life, we go for it. I don't care how hard it's going to do, or someone who tells me no, we're doing it.
Right.
I'm going to find a way.
When did the big break come? So you moved to New York, and you have this dope product. You have these funky glasses. Who spotted you? How did you how did you go from just ordinary Minnesota town girls to, like, you know, this hot new commodity on the New York scene? It's a huge market here, and for you to just be able to bust in 3 weeks, that's major.
I would have to say that we one of the tools that we use is branding. As far that's like a marketing tool. Us just walking down the streets in New York wearing our shades, and people, it was before like these shades were even like you can't find these anywhere. So just like the first day we're like, we're gonna walk the streets in New York, people are gonna stop us, and we're gonna have our cards ready. So the first 2 days we're walking down the streets getting invited to all these different events, and when I got invited to the events, I was giving my cards to everybody, and everybody, like all like some dope stylists and fashion people were like hitting us up. And so like our 3rd day, one of the stylists that we met, he said, oh, there's a stylist that wants a pool for her artist, and it ended up being Ashanti. So after that, press went crazy, and people were like, whose glasses are those? And then that's when Kelly Osborne, she wore my Dancing with the Stars.
Like 2 days after that.
And then people were just seeing us like walking the streets, like, who are these girls? Like, it's 2 of us, you know? So it kind of like, it's a little bit advantage, like 2 crazy girls walking down the street. And
ever since then, we've just been continuing. That's how we knew, like, wow, maybe this product can work. That's when we created a website, and we created the business aspect of it, and we created it as a real business. We've seen that it can actually work. So ever since then, everything has just been, we have a tons list of clients, from Ashanti to Kelly Osborne, Nicki Minaj, Kelly Rowland, Michelle Williams, and like the list goes on. And we just recently Beyonce now with our new collection that's coming out. And
so let's talk a little bit about the new collection, the accessories. So what are you offering? Is it just bracelets, and what else? Rings?
With our new collection, it's called Wearable Art.
And the saying is wearable art, be your own artist, and you can explain it. And
the way that Wearable Art is actually Wearable Art is a city that we brought you from our planet, and there's like crazy art pieces that's floating in the air, and people like us, we grab the art piece and we throw it on our arm, we call it art, but people on Earth will call it a bracelet. And we say wearable art, be your own artist, just because like we give you our art and you can like form it and like wear it however you want to wear it. So you can like bend it however you want. And also we have this in kids sizes, so we have Coco and Breezy for kids that's coming out as well next week. And we have 2 8-year-old twins, so cute. Our style, they're just so adorable. And so we have bracelets, we have necklaces, we have belts. We have a belt that you can wear as a belt, or you can wear it as a bracelet. Oh, yeah. And you can like bend it and wear it like as a bracelet, a belt, a bangle, all that. So we're super excited about reaching out to this new market, because we started off with eyewear, as everyone knows Coco and Breezy as. And so with our new accessories and having color and having all these beautiful neons, we're like super pumped.
So where else can you find your stuff? Like in what shops in New York, or what cities around the world?
Well, you can go to our website, cocoandbreezy.com. You also can find our pieces in Salima Uptique and Patricia Fields. And we also sell in stores in Germany, France, Japan, Italy, Philadelphia, Bermuda. Those are just to name a few.
So Prince is from Minnesota. You guys are from Minnesota. How does it feel to be such a hot commodity coming out of Minnesota? Do you draw any parallels to Prince, or your experience, or you know?
I feel like coming from Minnesota, I love that I can rep down from Minnesota. because like people automatically think that Minnesota is like when you say Minnesota, you think country, but it's not country at all. And so I think it's cool to say like, oh yeah, I'm from Minnesota, because people either think that we're from New York or they think we're from Europe before they hear us talk. Because I guess like London, they dress like this.
Right.
So they never expect for us to say like, oh yeah, I'm from Minnesota, and we like grew up in the suburbs, you know. So that's the like cool part about it. But I feel great. I feel like I want to rep my city. I want to just show, because we're very big in like giving back in the community, and we always speak to schools. We're going to elementary school tomorrow, and we spoke at like Syracuse College. We speak at high schools. And it's just like one of our passions that we love. And so we recently got to speak at our old high school.
Oh my God.
Like, a couple months ago. We got to speak to the business and marketing class. And so it was great going to my old high school, because I remember when I used to be in school, I used to be like, I want to, like when people used to come in, I want to be that person that's speaking to the class. And so
it's cool to speak to like kids that are like, they're our age, and we actually did it so they can actually relate to us, to show that it is possible.
Right. So what's in the future for Coco and Breezy? What's in the next year? Where do you see yourself, and what will you be doing?
In the next year, because like right now all of our eyewear is handcrafted by us, but the next year we will be in production, and so we'll have a lot of different new frames and tons more store placements, and just expanding our brand. Each collection we add a different category, so we were only just eyewear at first, and then eyewear and accessories, and then we do plan on getting apparel and clothing.
Okay, so you told me about this planet that y'all live on, the Coco and Breezy planet. Who else is there with you guys?
Everybody that has Coco and Breezy sunglasses on. So
I need to get some now.
Yes,
I need to join this planet.
You know what's so crazy? I promise you, when you wear our shades, you're just like a whole nother person.
Really?
Like, yeah, people really say that, because even like me, like when I have my shades off, I feel so like self-conscious. When I have my shades on, like you can't tell me nothing, you know? And like people that are so like, there's people that like aren't really stylish and they have low self-esteem, but they like, a lot of our customers email us and they tell us like, wow, I've never got so many compliments in my whole life, only because I had the shades on.
Right.
So it makes you feel like, first of all, you're blocking yourself, but then you know people are staring at you because you have these crazy studs.
Exactly.
And then you're like, okay, I'm cool, you know. So
yeah, because
it's a great feeling.
That's why we wear them. We're really shy without our glasses.
Yeah, we're the most shyest girls you'll ever meet in your life.
Just like the last couple of months, we just finally got comfortable with like showing our eyes to people.
Wow.
Yep. Because we like gained stronger as women being in New York.
Yeah, when we first moved out here, we were very timid and quiet and very polite. I'm still polite because I'm myself, but you know, you have to like learn how to adjust
to New York,
like, different sceneries and different areas you're in, you know.
So what do you do when you're not designing? Where do you guys hang out? Where do you shop in the city?
We love going out to eat.
We love going out to eat.
Sushi is our favorite. Like us and our friends, or one thing we love too is just chilling at the house and cooking. Like all of our friends always come over and cook. Like I always invite my friends over. Like, you guys want to come over? I'm cooking. I just learned how to cook a few months ago.
All of our friends that we do surround ourselves with, they're all artists as well, are all like motivated people, which is very important to us to keep like a good influence around us and like positive influence. So I mean, there really isn't times where we're like not designing, because we always invite our friends. Like, if you come over, bring your sketchbook, bring your notebook. Like, if you come over, we're not just hanging out partying. We can party, but let's work too.
So this is like your passion, your life, your everything. So you don't mind doing it 24/7?
No, not at all.
It's like a 24/7 thing, and I love it.
It's definitely 24/7. That's why we do, like, when we want to inspire other designers, we want to show them, because they just see the glitz and glam part of it. They don't see like the behind the scenes hard work. And so we just want to tell people, like, it's a lot of hard work, but it is possible. If you have passion for it, when you fall down, you'll definitely work hard to get back up. Because like you have to fall down.
Yeah, every business owner, every designer, anybody that's doing anything, you have to go through a failure to even recognize what you need to improve as a business owner.
Just life in general, you have to fall down. You learn from your mistakes, and learning from your mistakes is like the most beautiful thing in the world. Just going back, seeing what you did wrong, and then the most beautiful thing to me is like actually sharing what you did wrong and like showing the correct way and showing other people so they don't have to go back and do that same thing you did.
Anything else that you guys wanted to add?
Always stay positive. We're all about positivity. Like, live life for the day. Don't stress about things that happened like yesterday. Just like learn how you can build it up
and keep positive people around you.
And also to look out for the new Beyoncé video, because your bracelet, you can talk a little bit more about that.
Yeah, Beyonce's new video, it's Let's Move. It's her new campaign she's doing with Michelle Obama. And she's wearing this pink bracelet.
And you can get it from our website, which is cocoandbreezy.com.
Which is a really dope hue and just statement for the spring and summer. Yes. So I would
Super
encourage you
exciting.
guys to cop it.
What's up? It's Coco.
And Breezy, and you're watching StyleBlazer TV. Pow!